So today I would like to speak about self-development and career choice, something that's absolutely important to each and every one of us, whether you're a housewife or you're a husband who's working for your family. First of all, I'd like to start with the three most important things that I've learned from Ray Lancaster: consistency, control, and connection. These three things are absolutely important to us. I'd like to start with control. If you do not have control over your life, someone will take control over it. It might be your parents, it might be your partner, whoever it might be. But the most important thing that you should have control under in life is your heart, your compassion, the love for yourself, and your faith. Those three things are the things that you should never lose control over. Life happens. We face a lot of things, sometimes unlimited times in a year, 3 times a year, 5 times a year. So you have a month to recuperate, to heal, and then something else happens. It's life. The most important thing to know is that your values will always stick. Your values should never change because of anyone. Absolutely no one has the right. No one has the key to your heart, only you. Never give it to anybody. Consistency. We as human beings, we love consistency. We would like to wake up in the morning and have a regular routine. Everyone's routine is different. For a mother, as soon as she wakes up, she takes care of the kids, or she goes to work, or this and that. Everybody has their own routine in the morning. Well, routines can be quite tricky, because if one of those things don't happen, we tend to become unstable. Is it jogging in the morning? Jogging keeps us healthy, physically and mentally. If you don't jog in the morning for the next 1 week or something, something might change in you. It's absolutely normal. Connection. You have to stay connected to your surroundings, to your environment, and to the people around you. Staying connected is absolutely important because for us, Nigerians, we know you have to stay connected to family. No matter where you go in the world, you have to call that auntie and that uncle and make sure that they're okay. Internal control. You're the only person who can tell yourself that today I'm going to take a bold step. Today I'm going to do this, today I'm going to do that. Every single morning, you're going to take a step closer to your achievements. No matter how small it is, try and make a difference. Controlling your destiny. A lot of people say whatever I'm destined to become, that's exactly what I will do. Some of my Hausa people will say, haka Allah ya kaddara. Haka Allah ya so, but if you don't work hard enough, if you don't push yourself enough, your destiny won't change much. But if you actually look into life, if you look into life and realize that unless I decide to do this for myself, nobody is going to wake me up in the morning and say, go and do. There's only so much that our mothers and our fathers and our uncles, our brothers and our lovers can do for ourselves. You can tell the truth to someone every single morning. If they do not want to accept the truth, they will not accept the truth. So you look into their eyes and do your part and walk away. Whenever they change, alhamdulillah. If they don't, you continue praying. And lastly, being open to opportunities. When I started studying digital photography and media, I was wondering, is this really what I'm meant to do? Is this the right thing? I know I'm passionate about it, but should I actually study it? But then I realized that even if I study digital photography and media, and I don't end up being a fine arts photographer as I am today, it's still a step, and it's still an opportunity. It's an experience that I would need. It's something that I would have to go through in my life that one day I'll look back and say, this actually helped me to do something. You will never face something in life and it won't teach you anything. Every single thing that we face in life is a form of a lesson. As they say, experience is the best teacher. Another quote that I made while sitting in lecture and listening to one of my tutors: my father taught me how to hunt, and my mother taught me how to love. Fathers will teach you how to communicate with people on a business level. Fathers will teach you the places to go and not to go. Fathers will show you how it is to understand working with people from different backgrounds around the world. However, mothers is on a deeper level. They teach you how to love, how to take care of someone, how to know when someone needs to be taken care of, and how to take care of yourself. If you take these two things and be smart about it, you'd have the best of both worlds. Because mothers always want the best for us, and our fathers are always there making sure the mothers are there. Before my first exhibition in Abuja in 2017, I came back to school and I wasn't really happy with the result that I got at last. And I came to my mother and I said, "Mommy, I want to do this exhibition. I have this and I have that. I want to go to this market. I want to do this. I want to do that." And she kept on looking at me, telling her the things that I want to do, and I'm doing nothing about it. So she said, "Hannan, if not you, who is going to do this the way that you want it? If not here, where will you do it? And if not now, when will you do it?" And at that second, I realized that I've been wasting almost 24 hours thinking of what to do. I ran to my laptop and I started planning and calling people. And I thank my mother every single day for speaking to us with a pure heart. There's nothing more beautiful than that in life. Acceptance. You need to know that no one will tell you the truth except for yourself. The most important truth that comes is from you. You need to tell yourself, "I am here today, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is my history, and this is what I want my future to be." You're the only one who can do that for yourself, nobody else. Emotional acceptance. In some parts of the world, emotional acceptance is seen as a weakness. Actually, it's not. You have to accept that we are sad, that we can be happy, we can be depressed, we can be frustrated. All these emotions are emotions that you should accept and not shove by the side. It's like a child is sitting down. I have a very, very notorious niece called Baby Z. Baby Z, if you keep a sweet in front of Baby Z, she will look at it and find a way to get there. She will be talking to you, but Baby Z's eye is over there, looking at the sweet. Our emotions are somewhat like that. If you do not take care of them, they will come crumbling down. Deception as well. Don't deceive yourself. Be truthful to yourself. If today you make 10,000 naira, have your 10,000 naira with pride. Have your 10,000 naira with love. Say, "This is what I made for myself." And tomorrow, if you have 1 million, whatever you have, alhamdulillah, you have that. But remember that whatever that you make for yourself, tomorrow your children are going to come and look at that and say, "This is what my mother did. This is what my father did." Coming to conclude, our only limitations are those we set up in our own minds. Dream big. Never have small dreams. Why? Because the bigger the dream, the better. The more it's going to push you out of your comfort zone. We as human beings, we don't like leaving our comfort zones, mainly because we feel like our shell will protect us. But if you're always in this shell, you will never reach your limit. You will never know how much you have in you. You will never know your potential until the day comes when something actually happens. Something great happens to you. And you say, "Wow, I did this." Yes, you can continue doing that. And every single morning, make a small step to looking at that dream and saying, I'm going to get to that dream. There was an instance that happened to me 2 years ago. Our uncles came into the house, and as soon as I walked in to greet them, one of my uncles said, Hannan, I heard you're not studying medicine. I looked at him, I said, Uncle, with all due respect, did you study medicine? And from then he looked at me and he said, you're usually the tricky one. So I will just tell you, Alhamdulillah that you're studying, and I wish you all the best, and we separated peacefully. I would also like to tell you that whatever that you're doing, stand for it. If it has never happened before, be the first one. Why not? Why not? And finally, I would like to ask you 2 questions. After this speech, I would like you to take one important thing and 2 questions for yourself. One important thing is that wherever you go in this world and whoever you're with, you can feel lonely, but as long as you have yourself, you will never feel like there's no one by your side. Secondly, one of the questions that I have for you is, when people look at you, what do you want them to see? What do you want them to see? Pride, passion, love, care, sincerity? You decide. And last but not least, my camera is the passport to my world. What is yours? Thank you very much.
Well done, that was great.